What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 78 of our Madden 24 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode here on the channel. Well, the Eagles, they are coming off of a very successful playoff run in which they have won their 4th Super Bowl title. They've also had a very good draft. Now, the Eagles here and Howie Roseman, especially comes to drafting as of recently, Howie doesn't miss. Howie comes in here, he gets things done, he gets the pieces that are needed, he drafts the players, right where they need to be drafted, just in the position where it's like, okay, this is who needs to be picked at this point for this reason. Yeah, Howie, he's the man that gets things done. He gets everything done the way it's supposed to be getting done. But coming into week 1 here, of course, we're getting ourselves a very challenging week 1 matchup. Because, why wouldn't the Eagles get a very easy week 1 matchup? This time it's going to be against the Kansas City Chiefs. Great. Andy Reid, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, they're all coming to Philadelphia here for week 1. So the defending champs have to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs in order to, start the season off 1-0. So Patty Mahomes still their starting QB, because of course, why not? Isaiah Pacheco, he's still here, 96 overall. And they got some okay backups, I guess. 82 and 80 actually is better than okay. It's actually really good backups right there. Receivers, Rashee Rice, Kadarius Toney, Hardman, JoJo Earl. Okay, and the receivers kind of taper off there. Tight end, Calvin Hackett. Joe Alt's at left tackle. Good old Joe Alt right there coming in year 4. Joe Thuney at left guard. Creed Humphrey at center going to year 7. Trey Smith at right guard. And then Jawan Taylor at right tackle. Gotcha. Karlaftis at defensive end and Omenu at defensive end. Chris Jones is still here. Gordon Henry. So D tackles fall off after Chris Jones. Willie Gaze, their outside linebacker. Nick Bolton's going to be in the middle of Sammy Brown. Alright. And then outside Marvin Jones Jr. Okay. McDuffie, Sneed. That guy, Mike, Gibson, and Harrison, their corners. Brian Cook and Justin Ritter. This team doesn't... What is happening here? The most popular kicker in the NFL still on this team. Does this team just never lose players? I don't know how they do it. How... I couldn't tell you how this team has held on to this much talent. I genuinely could not tell you how they do it. Because it makes no sense to me. Because you gotta think the Chiefs have to have one of the hardest cap spaces to work with in this game. But apparently not. Apparently the Chiefs are just, cruising. They're rolling without any issues whatsoever, which is honestly blowing my mind. This is genuinely, blowing my mind here how bonkers this whole thing is. That the Chiefs are still this good. How many seasons in? We're 2027? So we started, 2024, 5, 4 seasons in? We're still this good? Okay, I mean, it's only 4 seasons. I said that like it's not a big deal. I mean, they lost Travis Kelce. He retired. We tried to sign him for, a 2-year, 1-year deal just to patch him up with Dallas Goedert. And then, it wouldn't make sense, in Travis. At no point would bringing in Travis Kelce genuinely make sense for this Eagles team, especially because we have Dallas Goedert. There's no need to bring in Travis. But here we go. Week 1 is getting underway here. The Eagles are going to be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs here in Philadelphia. But since we are in year number 4, we are going to be doing 2 games per episode. We'll be playing the moments coming into this season. So we're going to be playing them, the big moments we're going to be playing so far. So that's how we're going to be doing this season. When we get to the playoffs, if we get to the playoffs, we're going to be doing just normal play the game, like we would normally play the game for any other episode. So that's what we're going to be doing here with the rest of this series. Just doing two games an episode, and then we're just going to go from there. So yeah, let's get this game underway here. Opening kickoff unit, they're ready to get rocking and rolling. You see all the names right there. But here we go. First play of the game. 3rd and 1 from the 2. Here we go. Hand off. That's going to be stopped right there. Yeah, you can't, fullback sneak us. That's not gonna work. No fullback runs. Yeah, but then we simmed the next moment because I thought it was gonna be the field goal, and they ran it in with Pacheco. So that's what I get for not paying attention and skipping the moment. 1st and 10 for Archie Manning. Manning rolling out to the left. Manning's got room to run. Manning has himself a 20-yard first down right there. And then there's a flag on the play in addition. There you go. Unnecessary roughness. Who's that bad boy going to be on? That's going to be on Willie Gay. Dude, good old Willie Gay right there. Giving the Eagles a few extra yards, putting us in their red zone right there. So Willie Gay honestly helping out the Eagles a ton, because even he doesn't understand how the Eagles are still this good. But there you go, red zone touchdown. That's going to be to Devontae Smith. And Devontae and A.J. Brown, of course, they're still with the team. We have new running back Will Shipley, not air quotes, new running back Will Shipley. You got to think, we traded DeAndre Swift. So big sack here, second down, makes it a 3rd and 17. Jalen Carter getting the sack. You love to see that there for the big fella. But here you go. Game is tied 7-7. 3rd and 17 following the sack. Come on. Let's just bully him. Let's get some pressure there. There you go. Hit as he's being thrown. And that's going to be an incomplete pass right there. 8 for 10 so far in the game. You can't be letting him go 8 for 10. 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line handoff, Will Shipley. And Shipley follows a massive clothesline block there from Lane Johnson. And Shipley ends up in the end zone there with the touchdown there. His first of the brand new season, all the way set up there by Lane Johnson. 1st and goal from the 1. Shipley again has the touchdown. There you go, Will Shipley. You like to see that there for the young fellow. Big touchdown, Will Shipley. 3rd and 3 now. Manning dropping back. Manning sideline. That's going to be caught by Devontae Smith. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game right there. Giving us a lot of offensive plays right now. Eagles are up by 20 points, 21 after the field goal, extra point technically. 49-28 here. Defensive stop coming. Big sack there. Jalen Carter looked like Brian Dawkins with that tackle. 3rd and 17 now. Here we go. That's Hassan Reddick making it 4th and 27. 4th down, 4th and 27. Come on, defense. Carter again. Pass rush just missing. And oh my lord, how do you miss that sack right there, Jalen? Doesn't matter, pressure gets to him. The Eagles are victorious here in Week 1, defeating Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. So big victory, 49-28 is the final score in this one. The Eagles start the season off 1-0, so there you go, defending champs. That's what they like to do here. They like to just beat the Chiefs. Yeah, that's what you got. You just got to beat the Chiefs. Show the NFL, who's the best quarterback in the league. It's Manning. 311 yards, 4 touchdowns. Shipley, 96 yards, 3 touchdowns there. Good old Hattie for Will Shipley. That's what you got to do for Will. Just have him have a big game. Buck, 21 from Devontae, 99 yards from A.J. Brown. And Shipley also had a receiving touchdown. So a 4-touchdown day for Will Shipley. All right, no sacks allowed. 6 pancakes by Landon and Lane. Tackles led by Keely Ringo with 9. TFLs by Hassan with 3, tied with Jalen Carter. Sacks led by Jalen Carter, who had 2, 1 from Nolan, 1 from Hassan, and 1 from Jordan Davis. 1 pick from Des Ricks. 9 extra points made by Jake Elliott. Stonehouse, 1 punt for 53 yards. Stonehouse, best punter in the league. Covey got it done. So did Ricky Pearsall. I guess they did an onside kick. And then 2 punt returns. Nolan Smith and Jordan Davis both get upgrades coming out of today's win. I upgrade him to an 88 overall speed rusher right there. So Nolan, we put him on that defensive line, and he has just flourished ever since hopping on that line right there. Let's be honest, he is by far, he entirely turned his career around. Let's be honest here, how good he is. Jordan Davis now. Take a look at Jordan, big old Jordan Davis. Upgrade that run stopper right there. The fact that Jordan Davis got a sack right there just kind of shows you how much bullying was being done right there. That you had to have thrown 2 guys on Jalen, and Jordan goes, "Oh, I'm offended now." And he just took advantage of the one-on-one. Probably would have been on like Joe Thuney, which I feel bad for Joe Thuney that he let up a sack to Jordan Davis. But here you go, A.J. Brown, he's hyping up the Eagles like, we had a big win. We might not defensively done what we need to do. Patrick Mahomes is hard quarterback to stop right here. But hey, man, a win's a win. The entire team gets 1,000 XP. We also get 5 staff points. What the hell are we going to do with staff points at this point, honestly? Of course, after the game, the Eagles, no one hates Philadelphia more than Philadelphia media. You get some towns that defend their players. They defend their teams. Like the Vikings, the Cowboys, who are so far down their throats that you couldn't breathe. But the Eagles, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, has himself a very good game against the Eagles defense. Not good enough. Look at that there, though. Archie Manning gets NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Parsons gets defensive. Okereke gets defensive for the AFC. And Jordan Love for the Jets. I keep forgetting Jordan Love's on the Jets. Like, that's just hilarious, in my opinion. But week 2 taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons, we did take them on earlier in this series. We beat them once, lost to them once, so not an easy team. Mac Jones is their starting QB here. Good old Mac Jones. Bijan Robinson, Aldrich Estem, Caleb Jackson are their running backs right here. We got Tyreek Hill, Drake London, Lambert, Antonio Williams, KG Clinton. Kyle Pitts is still here, 95 overall. Kyle Pitts, good old Kyle. Deion Dawkins at left tackle. Matthew Bergeron at left guard. Drew Dahlman at center. Right guard's Billy Atkins. There you go. Good old Billy Atkins, 68. Jordan Morgan at tackle. Defensive end's going to be Drake Jackson and Mateo Ugalele. DJ Hicks and Mason Smith are going to be in the middle right there. Ebitke, outside linebacker. Colson and Simpson going to be in the middle. And then Gary is going to be their other outside linebacker. AJ Terrell, McLaughlin, Byron Murphy, Keelan Smith, and Jose Abbott going to be their corners. Jesse Bates and Ryan Neal are going to be their safeties. Young Ho Koo, the Zin Fiend, and Owen Sullivan going to be their special teams unit here in Atlanta. So Atlanta, they have an okay team. Right guard, that's why it's a 60 overall. Chris Lindstrom's going to be out with a PCL strain. So, I mean, every once in a while, you do get a team that does have that random-ass 68 overall starter, usually on the offensive line. It's like a center for some reason. He's always like a 71 overall. You may get like a really bad guard here and there. But it seems like at least this one makes sense why it's a 68 overall right guard is honestly the fact that the right guard's out with an injury. So, I mean, I can't knock him for that. Unfortunately, the Falcons here, they aren't the Eagles. They aren't the Eagles at all. The Eagles prioritize having offensive line depth. Depth is key here. You got to think, the Eagles, they spent a first-round draft pick, and, hear me out, they signed a right guard. Like a 70-something overall right guard, Mauch, the North Dakota kid. They signed him. No front teeth, red hair. Yeah, it's an Eagles player right there if I've ever seen one. But here we go. Offense, anyone hurt here on offense? I wasn't even paying attention for defense, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not too worried about the offense here. Or I guess their offense. They got Tyreek, and then you got Drake London. Okay. Lots of players getting upgrades. Jake London, Jalen Carter. Geez, Jake London. I'm thinking of Drake London still. And I'm saying the J from Jalen, and I'm saying any other letter from Drake London. But Jalen Carter gets +2 finesse move right there. Dude's got a 99 on everything. Hassan Reddick, upgrade that speed rusher right there. Honestly, it's what we're going to feed them into. I know they're not scheme fits for our defensive ends to put them into speed rusher, but you just got to put them in the speed rusher right here. Make them the best athletes they could possibly be. Jeremiah Trotter in the middle of the field. There you go, 85 overall field general. Powers Johnson right here, the heir to Jason Kelsey. Dude stepped up big time and has honestly been locked down for this team. Sidney Brown, our other safety. We have Antoine Winfield. We had Reed Blankenship, but we converted him to linebacker. See how that's going to do here in year 2 with a good old Reed Blankenship. Will Shipley, 82 overall. So we went from a 99 running back to now an 83 overall running back right here. But Will Shipley, he really shined when Swift was out. So hopefully we don't regret make that DeAndre Swift trade. Justin Scott, our second first round draft pick, Justin Scott. 75 overall run stopper right there. Hidden dev as well. Kobe Black, our second round corner, we picked up right here. I mean, our corners are on point right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I really did think about trying to trade for either Sauce Gardner or Cooper DeJean, who are both actually on the Jets in this series. I know Cooper DeJean is an Eagle IRL. I know Quinyon Mitchell is IRL Eagle. I don't know where Quinyon actually ended up in this series. I haven't played him at least to the point where I know off the top of my head where he's at. I'm assuming he's probably on the AFC West or South. I guarantee he's in the AFC. He has to be in the AFC. Because I'm pretty sure we've played all of the NFC teams, and I don't remember him off the top of my head at least being on one of those teams. I could entirely be wrong. I could be full of it entirely. But don't entirely know, honestly, here. But I really did think about trading for some of those actual Eagles players. And it just didn't work out, honestly. We drafted Kobe Black, who turned into a 75 overall hidden dev corner. I mean, we would bring in Cooper DeJean, and I believe when we last played the Jets, he's like an 80 overall star, if that. And I'm not going to trade for a guy for him to be corner for. It's not fair for Cooper DeJean. It's not fair for this team to trade for someone for him just to be depth like that. You kind of think, we have Travis Hunter, we have Des Ricks, we have Kobe Black, we have Keely Ringo. 1 to 4, it's on lock. There's no need. And unless we want to move him to safety, that's going to be the only option we have, would be to move Cooper to safety. And, I mean, we already have 2 safeties here. We have Antoine Winfield at safety. We have Sidney Brown at safety. It's just not going to work out, honestly. 2nd and 12 here for the Eagles. And that's going to be a big sack right there by Keely Ringo. He got involved on that one. So the Georgia boys, again, getting aggressive on the blitz. And they're getting this thing done. 3rd and 21 now. Mac Jones, pressure again. Carter misses. End zone. Caught, dropped there, though. Pressure by Travis Hunter right there. Don't believe that's why he dropped it. But, hey, man, he dropped it. And that's not a touchdown for the Falcons. They do get the field goal, though. Archie Manning there. Underneath pass. That's going to be to A.J. Brown. And A.J. muscles his way for the first down. Down at the 3-yard line there for good old A.J. Brown. Now 3rd and goal from the one, hand off to Shipley, and Shipley has his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. He had 3 last game. I forgot about that. It's been like 4 minutes and I forgot. But there you go. Will Shipley puts the Eagles in front here. And now 2nd and 5 from that 9-yard line. Little dump down pass, and that's going to fall into the end zone there for a Falcons touchdown. Keandre Lambert-Smith, number 82 here for the Falcons, puts the Falcons back on top as they score their first touchdown of the game. So the Falcons up 10-7 now. 3rd and 1, handoff to Shipley. Shipley, there you go. He just gets the first down right there. Linebacker was being a little hesitant there. Probably could have stopped him behind the line, but didn't. 2nd and goal now from the 7, handoff Shipley. Shipley following his blocks, and Shipley shakes off a tackle. Runs in A.J. Brown, and he just ends up on his butt right there. But 2nd rushing touchdown of the game here for Will Shipley. And you love to see that there for good old Will. Great play there by Will Shipley. 3rd and 5 as the Falcons are up by 3 points. And that's going to be a touchdown there for A.J. Brown. His first receiving touchdown on the season. A.J. Brown, that veteran came from Tennessee. Caused an entire GM to get fired for how bad that trade turned out for him. And here you go. That's gonna be it. Those are all the highlights. Those are all the jump into. Alright, I'll be honest. It's not all of the jump into plays. Some of the jump into plays were literally like when we scored the first touchdown, where it's like, okay, we got 3 yards, 4 yards. Okay, now we get the first down. But sure, we cut that stuff out. But yeah, not much actual playing in this Falcons game. Shipley had 2 touchdowns. Receivers read by Brendan Rice. Dallas Goedert 2 touchdowns on the day. A.J. Brown had 1. 2 sacks allowed by Lane. You hate to see that. 4 pancakes by Powers. 12 tackles from Reed Blankenship led the team. 1 TFL by 3 players tied the team. 1 sack by Scott, 1 sack by Hassan, half sack from Davis and Keeley. Nolan Smith also had a half sack. No interceptions on the day. Kicking wise, 5 for 5 for Jake Elliott right there. Good old Jake the Snake. Stonehouse, 2 punts for 90, average 45. Covey and Persall both had kick returns. No punt returns, but next episode, going to be starting off playing against the Dallas Cowboys here at the link. But text on YouTube, though. Peace out, rock on, stay super classy. Catch next episode here on the channel, and definitely stay tuned for more episodes of our Madden 24